is Ron. I got the CSPI procedure done about 10 days ago. Can't remember, 6th of August. Yeah. Today is August the 16th. And I just came back from Cabo San Lucas last Thursday night. And it was quite a procedure, and the normal procedures are quite short. But when they did the Doppler on my jugular veins, they couldn't find them for a long time. And then when you did find them with the Doppler, he said that the blockage or constriction was approximately 95% in both veins. He said it was lucky I was alive. And since I've come back, other people have noticed more difference than I have. Especially, well, I'm legally blind, as I said in the first video. But people have noticed that my hands and feet seem a lot different, that I have a lot more color, and more color in my face. I'm able to walk a little, not walk, but transferring is a lot easier. My legs seem to have a little more strength. I haven't fallen since I've been back. And
your hands and feet were swollen before, not only purple but swollen. And they're not swollen anymore, nor are they purple. They're normal skin color.
So I'm hoping for more progression in the benefits of the procedure. And just keep going and hoping and hoping. I'm going to transfer onto my couch here like I did in the first video. Probably won't notice too much difference yet. I'm very, very tired almost all the time. It's probably from the effects of not only the procedure but the trip and whatnot. It was a little bit stressful going down there and coming back and being there. Cabo San Lucas was not very handicapped accessible and caused a lot of extra strain on doing things, even getting onto the bed. The bed was so high. I went down with a registered nurse friend of ours, and he was kind enough to come down for the week. And I think my wife and I couldn't have done it, just the two of us. So I was fortunate that he came instead of her. But now I'm going to do the transfer. Like I said, you probably won't notice too much change. I'm still quite spastic. Of course, my wife says I always was. Spastic. So that's my transfer. And I don't know if you can tell the difference in my hands. People say I look a lot healthier.
What about the computer and opening and shutting your hands?
Yeah, when I was in Cabo San Lucas, probably just a day or two after the operation, this is my strong hand. I'm able to do that quite a bit. But in Cabo, I was able to do it with my bad hand as many as 50 times in a row. I think I've gone downhill a bit since then, but I'm hoping that going to the gym and so on will help. I went today, so that's probably why I'm a little more tired than even usual. Excuse me. And people say that my eyes look clearer.
How about the ringing in your ears or the fogginess in your head?
Yeah, my head is not as foggy as it usually was, although it's mitigated somewhat by the fact that I'm so tired all the time. And the ringing in my right ear used to be quite unpleasant. That seems to have pretty much stopped.
Why don't you try crossing your legs and taking off your sock? I know it's difficult because you went to the gym and I know you're tired from going to the gym.
Did I cross my legs last time?
Yep.
My balance seems to be marginally better.
Can you take off your sock and put it on again? That's okay. I don't know.
don't think I put my sock back on, but maybe you can see my feet that they're not so gray or white as they were before, and quite a bit warmer. So it's quite obvious that there's blood circulation in my legs that wasn't there before. If I wasn't real tired, I would be able to put my sock on with difficulty still. But it's still better than it was last time. Unfortunately, I just can't do it right now.
What about raising your hands above your head?
Okay, my left one, I couldn't raise it up that, whatever you want to call it, and hold it up there for any real length of time. My right arm, the other one, I can raise it up with some difficulty still, but it's certainly better than it was. I'm going to get a full MRI after the operation I had scheduled anyway. I'm going to get that on the 22nd, which is just next Sunday. This is Monday, so 6 days from now. It'll be a full head, spine, neck, and my bad arm as well. When they assessed me that after the operation and before, they said that my cognitive abilities were somewhat improved. Then they tested me twice after, and they said both times that they were better than they had been. That's about all I can think of, unless you think of anything else, Lori Jo?
I don't think so.
There you are.
But how much more awesome it made your son.
What
Yeah,
about-
made my son way more awesome.
What about the numbness and tingling?
I still have some tingling, particularly in my fingertips on the left hand, but it seems to be much reduced than it was. I never really had tingling in my feet, it was more just the feeling of real coldness. And
Spasms?
spasms I do get when I'm tired, particularly. So they're not as bad as they were, even though I'm much more tired now than I was before.
And your appetite?
Oh, my wife keeps trying to shovel food into me, and my appetite still isn't good, but it's probably better, a little better than it was before. Probably gonna take some appetite enhancers. Is that what they're called, Arjo?
Probably.
And see where it goes from that. They did tell me that my improvements would be ongoing for up to a year. It would probably stabilize at that point. So I'm kind of anxious to see how things improve and hope that I can measure them.
So maybe we can do another video in 3 months.
Sounds good. Hope I'm able to walk.